Hi everyone and welcome to the Career Upgrade Podcast. This is Michael and today I'll be talking about a CV. How can you improve your CV based on what I've recommended to a friend of mine just a while ago. So this friend of mine approached me with his CV. He's an operations manager. He works in IT. And he was curious about some of my recommendations, like what could be improved. Obviously, this is a professional CV. It's already great, but we are talking about, hey, how can we improve it? How can we reposition him as a credible and connected expert? How can we communicate his credibility even further, right? So I was looking at his experience, his education, his skills communicated in the CV. And I have a few recommendations. So I believe this will be also helpful for you because you can also look at your CV and then, improve based on what you will hear in the next 5 minutes or so. First, there is no headline on his CV. So he just has his name and then contact details, and then he communicates his skills and professional experience. So there is nothing that really stands out. As soon as I open the CV, nothing really captures my attention besides the photo and his name, which I already knew before. So I would recommend to have a headline, for example, experienced operations manager or operations manager and public speaker, right? Or something that would position him as a credible expert at first sight. The recommendation number 2 would be to adjust the skills, because right now he just lists his skills in bullet points. For example, analytical thinking, project management, process improvement, leadership, right? Like these skills are not unique by any means. These are just mainstream skills, and pretty much every manager can say, I have some leadership skills, right? It doesn't say if these leadership skills are good or great or outstanding, or if the feedback from his team members is positive, right? Like it doesn't tell us anything. It just tells us that he has some leadership skills, which is really mainstream. It's like a coder would have written coding skill, right? It's just doesn't make any sense. So I would rather focus on results, which is actually my recommendation number 3, to communicate some results in his CV immediately at first. Like for example, I helped to implement new CRM and onboarded 500 employees and train them, right? Or something tangible, something a person can immediately understand. Okay, so focus on results. Recommendation number 4 would be to improve photo. I mean, it's already okay. It's good, but I don't feel it's great, right? It's an average photo and it doesn't communicate his credibility. So it's for example, one of the strategies is to find a photo where you speak in front of an audience, you have a microphone, right? Like this is very subtle and it communicates through the photo the fact that you have been selected as a speaker at some conference or a workshop or some event. Number 5, recommendations. There are no recommendations, no testimonials, no third parties talking about this expert. So I would recommend having at least 1 or 2 lines written about this professional, that actually someone else articulates. So it's like a recommendation, right? Number 6, the last recommendation would be to shift the bullet points in the professional experience from communicating the activity to communicating results and responsibilities. Just to give you an example, in his professional experience, he just lists in bullet points. For example, I was planning budget, I was developing team, suppliers management, etc. Right? So these bullet points are short and sweet, but at the same time, just communicate the activity, which often is just obvious based on the title that he had back then, right? So I would rather focus on results. So in that particular role, what did you achieve? How did you help the company grow? How have you helped the team achieve their goals, right? Like what was your tangible outcome while you were in the position. And responsibilities, obviously, the more results and responsibilities you communicate, the better. So these are a few tips that could be applied even to your CVs really often. So that's why I'm sharing some of my observations from this particular CV. You can take something, for example, the headline, adjust the skills, focus on results. Obviously, the photo is it's important. Recommendations, you can just copy paste from LinkedIn, right? Like there are some quick wins that you can make. All right, so if you would like me to look at your CV, if you'd like my team to help you improve your personal brand, so you are perceived in a more credible way as a connected and credible expert, we can certainly help you out. You can just go to mycareerupgrade.com and click the yellow button to schedule a call with me. You can also see the yellow button on the screen behind me. You can just go to mycareerupgrade.com. You cannot miss it. Click the link, schedule a call with me, and I'll tell you how the My Career Upgrade method can be applied in your particular situation to help you make the right career move.